For my brother-in-law Miles' 30th birthday, I drove 20 hours from California and he drove 25 hours from Arizona, and we met in the Canadian Rockies for 9 days of trail runs on some of the most beautiful routes in North America. Good morning from Yoho National Park, from the Takakkaw Waterfall trailhead and parking lot. Today's going to be a fun day. We're doing a point-to-point. It's going to start at one of the biggest waterfalls in all of Canada and then finish at beautiful Emerald Lake. Not a bad first half mile of our route here on day 6 with one of the highest waterfalls in all of Canada.
Waves and the mist from it. Really cool. That's a big waterfall.
We were the first ones at Takakkaw Falls, one of the most famous spots in all of Yoho National Park, which was a joy to see early in the misty morning. Once Miles and I got our bearings. Where are we, Miles?
I think we're going this way. No, I think we're going this.
Little Yoho Valley, Iceline Trail.
Yeah. Oh, that. It's probably that one.
There
it's probably
we go.
that one.
Iceline
Yeah, that's
Trail.
the one we're doing.
We left the waterfall area and headed north along the Yoho River, which even in midsummer is roaring full of water. We hopped out on a few rock outcroppings to feel the true power of the river. The trail then heads across a couple of bridges on its way to Laughing Falls, which is a beautiful, wide waterfall just off of the Little Yoho Valley Trail. Okay, we've made it to Laughing Falls, yes! We then headed uphill and climbed 1,500 feet to the Stanley Mitchell Hut. And we have come up to the Stanley Mitchell Hut, a beautiful hut up here, just set in this meadow surrounded by peaks in all directions. And now we have taken a left-hand turn to be on the Iceline Trail. The Iceline Trail leaves the meadows behind and quickly enters the rocky, treeless area, which makes the trail famous, as it runs alongside the Emerald Glacier for a couple of miles. Yeah, it's a beautiful lake. The Iceline Trail is not disappointing here. You can see why they give it the name, the Iceline Trail, as it runs right underneath all these glaciers. Really cool views. Nobody up here. It's super rugged. It's different. It's more rocky and barren than some of the other trails that we've taken. But it's fun to be basically above tree line except for the little tiny bushes and shrubs that are out here. The Iceline Trail passes little green and blue milky unnamed lakes as it rolls up and down at an elevation of about 7,000 feet. This part of the trail is pretty runnable, so Miles and I enjoyed being able to move more quickly while still taking in the great views. It's pretty. As we continued on, the clouds moved in on us, and we soon found ourselves running through the dense fog.
Visibility to
absolutely zero visibility. You can see about 50 feet in front of you now as the clouds have rolled in. There is a waterfall up there, I promise. After a few minutes of running through whiteness, the clouds started to open up, revealing Takakkaw Falls straight across the valley, staring at us eye to eye. Looking down on the falls.
down on the falls.
That's where we started.
We started.
Woo.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, looking straight down on the falls where we started 12 miles ago.
It's kind of crazy.
But up here you can appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate how large it really is.
This was our favorite part of the loop. It was such a cool perspective looking right at the falls, knowing that just a couple of hours ago we were right next to them getting mist all over our rain jackets. We have just hopped off the Iceline Trail, and now we are on the Highline Trail, which is going to take us over towards Yoho Pass and Yoho Lake. Oh yeah, take a seat, my friend. Oh, look at this.
Oh, this is nice.
Well deserved.
This is nice.
Yoho Lake chairs reserved for Miles and Brian.
My butt is getting very wet right now, but I don't care. It's nice. It's very nice. Nice. This is perfect.
Oh yeah.
This is a perfect location for these chairs. They
Yeah.
knew what they were doing.
Yes, lunchtime.
Oh, I killed it.
Got one. Got it all out? We enjoyed tasty tuna burritos at peaceful Yoho Lake. How is it? On your red throne chair. King of the castle.
Feels good.
That was fun having a nice lunch there at Yoho Lake. We've gotten to Yoho Pass and now we're taking the Yoho Pass Trail heading down towards Emerald Lake. Coming down the Yoho Pass Trail gave us sprawling views of the peaks to the north and the large valley down below. We ran and hiked our way across little stream crossings and made our way down to the shore of Emerald Lake, another one of Yoho National Park's most famous places. We hopped on the Emerald Lake Trail for the last couple of miles and finally made our way back to the parking lot to Miles's car that we had dropped off earlier that morning. Woohoo! Iceline, Emerald Loop! Yeah, Miles! We got my car at the Takakkaw Falls parking lot and drove back to the Monarch campground. We showered, had dinner. Alright, dinner served. What we got?
Stew and ramen noodles.
Looks good.
Yeah, some more corn on
Some
top.
corn, dump it on. And I got out the s'mores that Cece had packed for us to have for dessert to celebrate Miles' 30th birthday. S'mores time!
S'mores.
Woohoo!
The middle is stuck.
Looking good.
Looking good.
Ooh, crispy. We really enjoy the Takakkaw Falls, Iceline, Emerald Lake, point to point. And it is a fantastic option to see lots of the highlights in Canada's beautiful Yoho National Park. Looking down on the falls.
Down on the falls.
That's where we started.
We started.
Woo.
Man. That's awesome.
Yeah.